Enjoy it. So we got a bunch of changes. Gotta see what's happening. Gotta see what's happening. The player status widget, player names, health states, etc. have been redesigned, along with a number of graphical improvements to animations. The player status widget is now positioned on the left side of the screen, blah, 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 blah. While this change was not made lightly, it was necessary in order to make the players' names readable across all platforms and resolutions. Make room for new HUD elements like the hook count. That's all. That's all I can say about that. Objectives have been moved to the top center of the screen. Give us more room to display detailed instructions. On what? I'm not sure. Hi, Pear. Welcome in. How are you? Score events, status effects moved to the right side of the screen. So now there's hook counts. Killers see a new widget which displays how many hooks they've earned during the match out of the possible total hooks. Only the killer sees it. So they have a little hook, and then they have little, like, dashes around it, and it'll tell them how many hooks they got. New set of markers above each of the survivor player name. Let survivor players know how many times each survivor has been hooked. This is only visible to the survivors. So as a survivor, you will see little dashes above people so that you'll know if they're dead hook or not. I'm not playing killer. We'll see. You already know what it looks like. You already know what it looks like. We looked at pictures. But as a survivor, we'll be able to see if how many hooks people have, which is great for people like me with a bad memory, because I always forget how many hooks I have, if I've been hooked, if somebody else is dead hook. I don't know. Test out that new Wraith. Okay, yes. You know what? Yes. Yes. I do love Wraith, and I felt like he was so underpowered, so I never play him, but I do love him. Yeah. We could play some Wraith. That would be fun. Okay, fair. Healthy and injured states have been replaced with each character's portrait. I was watching some people. I don't like this because the portrait's just like red. It's not like bloody anymore. It's just like glowing red. And I'm like, that means injured? I don't know what that means. I don't know how I feel about that. I'll move this over a bit so you can see. There we go. Actually, what we could do is this. Oh, nope, I still block it that way, huh? All right, what if I do? There we go. That's good. I just want to be out of the way so I can, Settings menu has been updated with 2 new slider settings that allow players to adjust the size of their UI. Players may change the pose for all survivors' locomotion, added start-stop transition animations, and quick turn animations. Added ability to use flashlight while crouching. We were never able to use a flashlight while crouching. That's pretty cool. Changed crawling, turn speed, added animation feedback for covering. So I know some people's questions with this was like, will timing be different? But I did watch the video, and they said they did not mess with the timing of like running and turning, anything like that. This is just locomotion. This is how it looks. This doesn't change how long it is to get up or how long it takes to run or how long it takes to stop. This is not to do with timing. This is to do with how it looks. Visually, they are changing how we are running and moving visually, not technically with like speed and with like numbers. Like the numbers of how fast it is to like have your character go from like the down to up state, things like that, does not change. This is just how we see it. It's going to look smoother. Locomotion. Not practicality. Not like speed wise. Visual updates in Meat Plant and Asylum. I like the Asylum. Meat Plant, maybe we'll be okay with the Meat Plant with how it looks. We'll see. Hi Rogue, how are you? Welcome in. Removed walls from the top floor middle section of Gideon Meat Plant to increase visibility. Oh, thank you. Oh, this is going to be good for any type of killer that hated indoor maps, like Billies, Huntresses, Nurses. I feel like Nurse does okay in indoor maps, kind of. Anyone that that can get distance. Blight. Any type of like fast killers. Updated models and texture on Clown. Textures, visual effects on 4 nurse outfits. Clown has been changed. I'm not going to read through all his stuff. The TLDR is he has 2 bottles now. The pink bottle, which obviously slows you down when you're going through it, and he now has a yellow bottle, whereas when he throws it, if he goes through it, he gains a boost, but if you go through it as a survivor, you also gain a boost. However, if he throws them together, they both get canceled out. So he can use it to gain speed, but he can also give you speed in it. So the way I was seeing is they're going to want to throw these in dead zones and like bait survivors to go into them to be like, I'm going fast into nowhere and die. So that's how it goes. They also changed it to where his reload, I think, was like 5 seconds to reload his bottles. It's now 3 seconds. And he could just switch between the bottles. He doesn't have to like reload each bottle separately. He just has a base reload of 3 seconds. And he can switch between the bottles at his choosing. And now he has 2 of them. That's basically it. If you're a clown player, feel free to read all of this. I don't play clown. I don't play killer. But basically because of that, they had to change all the add-ons, which we'll learn as we play. That's usually what I do with survivors. Be like, oh, I didn't know this because I didn't read this. But obviously all of his add-ons will have to be changed and things like that too. So, party bottle. Thrown bottles emit confetti when shattering. I'm here for that. I'm here for that. That's cute. Just having supper, spaghetti with shrooms. Ooh, yum. Welcome in, Thorak. Enjoy your gifted sub. Yeah, everybody gifted some subs out. I'm glad you got one. Congratulations. Your perks are below. If you have a question, let me know. Yeah, I like that. That's cute. But yeah, I'm just kind of looking through. Just like, obviously, it's going to change. Like, the cloud being bigger, it lasting longer, people being revealed, the basic things that have already been happening, but they had to change certain things. So, the antidote ones, which are the yellows, and then tonic is the pink. The antidotes release a gray cloud that activates and turns yellow after 2.5 seconds. And then they last 7.5 seconds and are smaller than tonics. So it's a small yellow area, you have to wait for activation, so you kind of have to plan ahead with them. So it'd be interesting to see people play with that. And the tonic clowns remain unchanged, so it's going to be the same the second he throws it, big area, etc., etc. Good evening, Al. How are you doing? Are you all packed for your trip and everything? Okay, no worries, no worries. Trapper. I explained this, but I'll go over it again. Basically, what they explained was with traps, you basically had a chance of escaping every time. And whether it was the first chance or your 12th chance, you never really knew. It was just kind of like hoping and praying to God that you got out of the trap. And that kind of felt inconsistent for trappers, where sometimes they'd go across the map and you would have gotten out in the first one, or they get lucky and you couldn't get out at all, right? So they have it now that you have 6 attempts to get out of a trap, whether it's the 1 through 6. It's 6 total. So if you haven't got out in your first 5 times, you'll get out on your 6th try, basically. You have a 16.6% chance of succeeding on each attempt, but are capped at a maximum of 6. So each time you try, you have a slightly better chance, and if you still don't get out, by the 6th time you'll get out. This just kind of baselines what to expect of a trap now. It's not like, oh, I hope I get out, or like, oh, got out the first try, easy, you know. It kind of makes it more expected of what's to come, which is it's better to baseline things than just kind of like throw it to the RNG gods. So I like this. Add-ons that reduce the chance of escape increase the maximum number of attempts, as well as reducing the chance per attempt. So his add-ons will then make it harder, you know, as it did or whatever. So there might be more than 6 attempts if he brings add-ons and things like that too. Hi Jess, welcome in. How are you? Hi Faye, how was your game? I saw you were playing it. How did it go? How did it go? Hi Cassandra, welcome in. How are you doing? I know, I'm not early today, am I? No, it's like 7 o'clock. I'm not early. Never mind. Well, sometimes, yeah, I mean, obviously sometimes when you get caught, he's chasing you, but there's other times you step in one across the map and you're like struggling to get out, literally struggling. So, but this will make it a little, you know, more consistent. So, the Wraith, my boy Chicken Leg Wraith, has got a buff, which I'm very excited about, because this is more like Wraith's best power and best ability is the fact that he's not seen. When he stands still, he kind of just fades into nothing and you don't know he's there, and he's sneaky. But the problem with this is you can see him like running across the map. You just kind of see his like little waver. I guess they call it a shimmer. I always thought of it kind of like a rip, a little ripple, you know. And the problem with this, with playing with other friends and stuff, is you could see him across the map and be like, oh, he's going to, I see him, and like it takes away the whole point of Wraith, of like not being seen, right? So now they have it where while he's cloaked, the Wraith is completely invisible, no shimmer, so you will not see him running across the map. When he's more than 24 meters away, you will not see him across the map. You will not see what he's doing, where he's going, nothing. You will know nothing. And that is the point of Wraith. So I am excited. And you know what, chat? Yeah, we're going to play some killer games. I'm gonna try out some Wraith. As the Wraith gets closer, the shimmer increases from 0% to 100%. So at 16, so basically if he's closer than 16 meters, 16 meters to 0 meters, right? Or think of it this way, 0 to 16, you'll see him at 100%. You'll see his shimmer again. You'll see his little shimmer that you did see across the map. It'll be the same thing. From 16 to 24, because it's 0% at 24 and 100% at 16. 16 to 24 is going to be like a faint shimmer. Think of it kind of like Freddy, when you kind of see Freddy fade in and out. Think of that. You'll maybe see a shimmer here or there, but it won't be 100%. You won't see it at all. As he gets a little closer to your area, you might kind of see little shimmers here and there, and then when he's within 16 meters, you'll see him like you did. So that is how that's going to go. I'm excited. This is going to make, okay, so let me get into it. So basically, for anyone that doesn't know, while Hex Undying is active, the way Undying used to work, or, well, it still will work this way for 3 weeks. This is the PTB, and we will get this live 3 Tuesdays from now. So whenever they said, I think they said February something. What did they say? They said February 2nd. So we should see this live service February 2nd. So we have 3 weeks till all these changes happen, but this is kind of like a first look kind of moment. Find the little bugs that they may need to know about so they can fix for when it comes live, things like that. And how Undying used to work, or how Undying works on live right now, is if you cleanse a hex totem that's not Undying and there's another dull totem on the map, it will then be applied to that dull totem. So you either have to go around chasing Ruin until it's off of all the dull totems, or you have to find the Undying and then the Ruin to clear it out, right? I did not get the burrito. I did have sushi today. I should have took a picture. I ate a ton of sushi today. I forgot to take a picture. I kind of just like went in on it. So I got some seaweed salad for later when I get hungry again, but I smashed some sushi. Hopefully I will get the burrito one day. We'll see. Maybe this weekend. Maybe I'll try again, but for some reason there's no couriers nearby and I don't know why. It's so bad. So now how Undying will work is, while Hex Undying is active, also you get like a notification, I think like, or not a notification, but within 8 meters, you see the aura revealed of the survivors, so you know somebody's on your totem. So now while Hex Undying is active, survivors within 2, 3, 4 meters of any dull totem will have their aura revealed. So instead of 8 meters, I think it's 4 meters now. So they halved it. When another hex totem is cleansed, that totem's hex transfers to Hex Undying, deactivating Hex Undying. So how Hex Undying works now, any tokens that transferred the hex had are transferred as well. Any tokens that transferred hex had are transferred. Oh, so like Devour. Any tokens. So if you cleanse Devour, but they got 4 tokens. Oh, I see what it's saying. So say they have Hex Devour, and you cleanse Hex Devour, it'll then get applied to the Hex Undying, but it'll still have the same amount of tokens. It won't like refresh. Okay, that's what it's saying. I understand now. So now the way it'll work is when you, say you cleanse Ruin, the way Undying is going to work is wherever Undying was on the map, the Ruin will then go onto the Undying totem, and Undying will have been used up. So it will still transfer, but it'll only transfer once over to the Undying totem. Now say you go get Undying, you still have to go get Ruin. And it's the same way. If you go get Ruin, you're going to have to go get the Ruin off the Undying totem. So regardless, you're still going to have to cleanse 2 lit totems. But this way you're not running all over the map looking for it because you happen to find the wrong totem and it's just bouncing all over the place. But me, honestly, I don't really have a problem with that because I'm a totem hunter and I always find 5 totems unless I'm having an off day. So like, I don't know. This is great for people that don't know where totems are, but like, I know where totems are, so it's fine. What if you have 2 hexes? Great question. When another hex totem is cleansed, that totem's hex transfers to the Undying totem. And then it deactivates Hex Undying. So it can only be done once. Yeah. Only the first one cleansed goes. Yes. It is only used once. So if you have, let's say you have Devour, Ruin, and Undying. And say they cleanse, I mean, they could cleanse any of them technically. Because at one point, one of them will bounce. But the second you cleanse something that is not undying,
it's 2 months.
Basically how it works, as they said, when you hit all of the I accept agreement things to come on here, they have taken your live server data from up to January 7th, 2021, and they basically just transfer it over to the PTB. So playing on the PTB, you don't get blood points, you don't rank up, you don't get new items. This is kind of like they took all of your data from your from the live server and kind of just like copy pasted it over from like a couple days prior, and we're like, okay, this is you, and you can play on it a couple days, and then when they pull it or whatever, that's it. Like this doesn't relay anything to the live server. This is a copy of the live server. This is your data copied over so that you can play at the same type of level with the same type of perks that you had. You could continue forward, but this doesn't get transferred over. You don't get anything off of this. So I personally don't play PTB because I like to get blood points and I like to get items and things like that. And coming over to the PTB, you're kind of just playing in a dead space to kind of just see what's new. But there's a lot of really great changes, so I decided to opt in and try it out today. So there you go. The excitement has turned to fear. I kid. Thank you so much, Chicha. Oh, yeah, welcome in. I'm about to be an Undying Lullaby main. Well, I mean, that could be cool too. And like they said, like, if somebody cleanses your Lullaby, it'll then get put on your Undying totem and the tokens will transfer, so you don't have to, like, rebuild your tokens of, like, Lullaby or something like that. That would be cool. I like it. I like it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But yeah, the fixated, I'm still getting there. But yes, that's how Undying works. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll do my best to answer it because this is new information for all of us, and we're kind of just going as we go to learn. My favorite thing is when I watched the video, they name dropped my favorite baby fixated, and I was like, why are they talking about my favorite perk? Are they gonna nerf her because she's so broken? They buffed fixated. I will now walk 20% faster, even when I'm bleeding to death. I'm still walking 20% faster. I have somewhere to go. I don't care if you smack me in the back. I'm still walking fast. I got places to be, and they're not here. So I'm freaking excited. I thought my perk that I've been running for over a year. I have been running fixated since September 2019. I have been running fixated for over a freaking year. October, November, December, January. Almost a year and a half I have been running fixated sprimpers. And I thought fixated was the best perk in the world. I was like, this is the best perk in the world. Everybody's running fixated. It's such a damn good perk. And I find out nobody's running it. And it's so low on the board that they had to buff it. So you know what? I don't care. I'm taking my buff. Don't you steal my perk. Don't you come in here telling me I picked up fixated because it got buffed. No, sweetie. I've been using it since 2019 of September. Don't you fucking tell me that I picked up a new perk because it got buffed, because this is my perk. This is my perk. It's busted. I cannot tell you the amount of people, Ingy, that have come in here and been like, yo, but what if fixated works while you're injured? And I was like, it would be broken. They shouldn't do that because what's the point of urban? Like, now listen, I know urban has its purpose. Besides crouching in the corner of the map like a fucking Nia, okay? I know it has its purpose, or Claudette, or Blendette. I know it has its purpose, okay? And its purpose is to counter hags, to counter Daddy Head, and to now counter Victor, because while you're crouching, it doesn't let off an alert. So I've been told. That might be incorrect, but I'm pretty sure it's not. Somebody told me if you're crouching near Victor, it doesn't give Killer Instinct. And I also know crouching through Daddy Head stuff doesn't make you nasty. And I also know crouching through a hag trap doesn't set it off, right? Even if urban didn't have a purpose, we all know people who cling to it like they do self-care. Not wrong. Okay? Time and place, urban. Time and place. But now you've given out a perk that you walk faster when you're uninjured. And to make this perk fair, it was when you were injured it didn't work. And I think, personally, fixated. Chicha. I think fixated was at a great place. I was like, everybody uses fixated. It's great. Jet found like a board of perks. Let me find it. Let me find it and pull it up for you, okay? Let me find it and pull it up because my soul's about to shatter in two, but let me just Let me just pop this up for you, okay? Let me just pop this up for a minute. I have to be real and honest, I would use fixated here and there, but it wasn't a staple of my build. After encountering you, becoming a viewer, I'm now a believer. I see the light and the true deity that is fixated. I've been using it more, but it really does help a ton. Thank you! Thank you! Fixated! That's all I'm saying. So, Jet found this. Jet found this. And told me I'm not even in the top 80% of a perk. So, I don't even want to go through this. I don't even want to go through this. It makes me want to cry. It makes me want to cry. The meta loadout is borrowed spine chill, dead hard, decisive. Now, where do I even start? Where do I even start? Spine chill used to get laughed at. When this game came out, used to get laughed at for running the kitty cat perk. Because, why? Why would you do it? But now there are so many sneaky killers that, like, no, I know, NG, I know, but I'm just, like, listen, the old days where everyone made fun of you for running spine chill, like, what, you can't see the killer? But now there's so many sneaky killers that this is a meta. Spine chill went from laughing at a pussy, playing with a pussy because they're a pussy, to, you're not running spine chill, what's wrong with you? Like, night and day. Night and day. That's all. Yes, sir, before it was cool. You mean when it wasn't cool? When people got picked on, you still used it? Good for you. Good for you. I run spine chill because I'm stupid and unobservant. No. That's not what I'm saying. Listen, 4 years. I played this game for 4 years, okay? And at the start, there was way less killers. There was way less spooky killers. And it was all killers with heartbeats. Except for Wraith, which you could see across the map because he had a shimmer, right? So running spine chill was, like, pointless. But now you have spine chill resistance, like, quick vault builds and stuff like that. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings here, okay? I'm never trying to hurt your feelings. At the end of the day, if the perk works for you, what am I going to say about it? Nothing. My opinion is my opinion alone. You can have your opinions about these perks. You can run these perks. You can do whatever it is you want to do. Do not take my opinion as, like, God's word, as if, like, I've said something that, like, upsets you about a perk. That's okay. I love fixated. And you know how many people love fixated? Less than 20% of the dead boys I like community. So, I'm doing great with people's opinions, okay? I'm fine, okay? I legit had, why does my thing not scroll? Scroll, chat! I legit had someone self-care 1, self-care in a corner at rank 3. Yeah, I feel like people either love self-care or hate it, like there's no in between. There is no in between. There's none. A lot of high rank randos play a few perks, level 1 noisy, why it's weird. Oh. Was looking forward to playing beta. Since I'm somewhat new, I can't really make use of it or get anything out of it. You don't get anything out of it. It's just experience, the new maps, the new perks, things like that, the new killer changes. So, I mean, you're welcome to play it. It just copies over from what you have on live servers. Even if that's not allowed, you could still play and, like, check things out if you want. People usually, actually, I can't speak for the people because I don't think I've ever played PTB before. So, we'll see how the people are. I got stuck at level 3, no level 30s. Oh. DPD has quests now? No. I mean, technically, yeah, they got the, you know, they got quests. I have no idea what I'm doing, but my wimpy little archers do their best. Hell yeah! I already drank an energy drink, but I'm gonna need another. This is me, like, sleepy right now. Okay. Self-care. Self-care used to be decent. Self-care used to be decent. And then they were like, self-care is too good, we're gonna have to nerf it. And the time it takes to self-care, I don't remember the exact numbers, but I'm pretty sure the time it takes to self-care is around about half of a progress on a generator, I think. I want to say it's about half. How long does it take to work a generator in DBD? Okay. How long does it take to self-care in DBD? Okay. So, self-care takes 32 seconds, but another survivor only takes 16. So it takes twice as long if you wouldn't just go find a fucking teammate, okay? How about run empathy, because we're empathetic creatures and we can heal each other at half the speed while your friend is on the gen. Okay, don't even get me started. 32 seconds. 80 seconds, okay? Let me just... 32 of 80. 40%. So you're telling me, while you're in the corner, instead of self-caring in the corner, you could have done 40% of a generator. 40% of a generator could have been completed instead of self-caring in the corner. How about put on resilience and work even more of that gen and not heal yourself? How about literally run any other perk? Literally run Steve's perks. Run a Steve perk, please. Run something that's not self-care. That's all I want to say. That's all I want to say. Or run botany knowledge and increase the self-care so that you're not wasting half of a gen. That too. That too. Chicha, you and Joe are always on those clips, saving those glorious moments. And feel free to post them in the Discord if you want to be in the next comp clipcation. I just wish they made everything available so anyone could test everything out. It would be so much better than just copying from X time date. I mean, you could play Kill Your Friends and everything's available in Kill Your Friends. So you technically, if you have one friend and you want to feel things out, you could. You could. Love them pants, girl. Super pretty pattern. They look comfy as hell. I just got like 10 pairs of these ridiculously soft bell-bottom style. No boundary leggings. Legit obsessed. Yeah, I got these from Discovery. The only store I buy my clothes from. And they're very comfy. They're definitely butt pants. They make your butt look great. I don't know how they do it, but they make your butt look good, so I'll take it. Can you send this link? I always love reading this stuff. I don't have the link to this picture. However, it is in the Discord under Dead by Daylight, so you can scroll up, and this is here. Jet found it, so I just picked it out of the Discord. That's why it literally says, like, Discord attachment. So. My other build would be like for the people with resilience. Exactly. There you go. There you go. I feel the one where you go in a locker and heal is better. Yes. Also, how about put on Detective's Hunch, find a totem, cleanse a totem, and get in a locker, because now if the killer has no idea you're helping. And that's an 8-second. So you've got 32 seconds in a corner, or 16 seconds with a teammate, or 8 seconds in a locker after cleansing a totem that also helps everybody else out. Just saying, there's many other things you could run. Run DS Unbreakable Dead Hard Borrowed Time. Sure. Why not? Poor Steve. No worries, Faye. No worries, Azza. Yeah. We post a lot of information goes into the Dead by Daylight section of my server, and I also have the Dead by Daylight server tagged into my server. Like, I have their notifications put into my server, so you can also get notifications from Dead by Daylight and from Streamreaders in my server alone. So there you go. They're so comfy. Yes, they are. They're very comfy. I love Walmart. I hate going to actual store. Valid. Valid. So, okay, back to this. Self-care. Here's the thing. If you're going to run self-care, hold on. How long does it take to heal with self-care and botany knowledge? Reduces the standard healing time. No. This. I want this. Okay, I don't know exactly. But what I do know is if you're going to run self-care, bring a med kit, bring botany knowledge, or bring both. Because self-care also is better use of a med kit. I think it halves the use of the med kit by 50% or something. Like, halves it, you know? Yeah, so if you're going to run self-care is not a perk that should be ran alone. Just as how I feel Fixated shouldn't be run alone. Is Fixated a great perk? Yes. Do I think it's beneficial alone? No. If I'm running Fixated, I'm running Sprint Burst. If I'm not running Sprint Burst, I'm not running Fixated. I feel like Fixated is a type of synergy perk. There are a lot of synergy perks. There are perks that work well together, and apart they just kind of seem meh. Self-care alone, meh. Self-care botany, okay. Self-care medkit, okay. I can get behind that. Self-care alone is not the tea. Running into a corner, sloppy self-care, Sloppy takes longer to heal. It takes longer to heal. So now instead of... it takes... Oh, this person said even though your math is right, it actually takes 52 seconds to self-heal. 52? 52? Now you're saying about 60%. And here's the thing. I see so many people self-care through Sloppy. And again, you could have done at this point, you could have done more than half of a gen. But you sat in a corner instead. And the thing is, there's two sides. There's killer pressure and there's survivor pressure. And the pressure is the hooks and the gens. If you're healing in a corner, the killer's got everybody first hook already, right? And we have no gens done. I don't think you healing in the corner is helping us right now. As the killer's chasing somebody, there's 4 people, okay? There's 4 people. There's one person being chased. In the worst situation, you have one person being chased. You have one person hooked. You have one person saving the person off the hook. Where's the 4th person? Oh, in the corner? Self-caring through Sloppy? So nobody's doing a gen? Because you need to make sure you're healed. You need to spend a whole minute, because now you spent time to run into the corner as well. That is just the base time of you self-caring. That is not the time you ran across the map to go into a corner, the time you got in a locker because the heartbeat got close and you were a little scared, you gotta still self-care. So now you might have spent maybe like more like a minute to a minute and a half running into a corner to self-care when you could have jumped on a gen right near you and finished it by now. That's all I want to say. So do not get me started on self-care. However, people will run it. I'm not here to shade nobody. The only people I'll shade is running Farm Forever, but now they've buffed Farm Forever to have like a use, and people will be like, oh, well, Farm Forever actually heals people off the ground now. I don't care. It's still a farming perk. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. It's like the same guy that farmed somebody off a hook and went, but I have borrowed. I'm not farming. No, you're still farming because the killer's right there. I don't care that you gave them an extra hit. You still farmed because the killer was in front of you. Like, it doesn't mean you're not farming if you bring borrowed. You can still farm with borrowed time. Believe me, I've seen it. Lord have mercy. You can make a whole build out of the locker, do a head-on, detective punch, inner strength, and quick and quiet. Exactly. Exactly. I've been spending all of them whenever I can. I lost all my points in a prediction gavel. Oh no. That's true. You get them back with your sub. Inner strength makes Sloppy useless. Exactly. Inner strength. You've got desperate measures. Desperate measures could be great. You've got leader. You got body knowledge. There's plenty, you know. You got autodidact. Can we bring autodidact back? Oh man. You know, before I ran fixated, I ran autodidact. And the amount of people that came in and they were like, what's that perk? I'm like, this perk? This is the best perk in the game and you're freaking sleeping on it. Or they'd come in and be like, how did you get a skill check that healed them at half? Oh, the best perk in the game. Autodidact. Dude, I'm a teacher. I'm teaching myself to heal efficiently. Oh, God. Don't even get me started. And I love sleepable perks. People be sleeping on these good perks. You just... Synergy. It's all about synergy. All about synergy. Can you give me your full feelings on self-care? No! Ow! Me taking furious mental notes right now, even though I can play this game. I demand blood in the Marble Coliseum. Oh my god. Jen, I know you just want to worry me. Yes, but also play games would be fun, right? I love seeing you run autodidact because you clap with that's fun. That's what I'm saying. Like, people sleep on these perks. And, like, my biggest thing, Angie, especially in solo, autodidact empathy. I was running it, we were playing Kill Your Friends. I was playing with Meows, Toxic, Misty, and Rocky. And I was like, you know what? I want to run something fun. I ran autodidact empathy, and I was just running around the map with my 5 stacks, like, ding, 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 all healed. Like, I love it. I love it. I love it. It's just... Oh. But now the problem is so many people are running self-care again. So, like, I really wouldn't get used out of it, now would I? It worked best when they nerfed self-care and everyone stopped running self-care. Everyone was, like, running to their teammates, running, like, bond empathy. I was like, yes. And then Nancy came out in September 2019, and I've been running fixated for a year and a half. So, you know. Also, the people that started running that infinite, what do they call it, like, infinite sprint build of, like, fixated Sprint Burst and Vigil, and people came in and they were like, oh, I see you're running the Infinite Sprint Burst build. And I was like, no, I'm running my build that I've ran for over a year. This is my build. This has been, watch all of the VODs. I literally don't change my build. This is it for me. Like, this is what I run and this is what I do well. Right, we need to get Chicha into some DBD. DDP wants some more you too. Oh my god. But if you were to run an injury build, example, Dead Hard, Resilience, Iron Will, ask what would you use the last perk? I'm gonna stop you right there. The third most used perk is Dead Hard. And the perk I hear people complain about most, let me just zoom in for you here. You know the perk that people complain about most? Just really zoom in here for you. Do you see this? Right? Where'd it go? Just, you see this one right here? This one? I cannot hear people bitch about this one anymore. This is all I ever hear about is Dead Hard. All I ever hear about. I'm exhausted on the ground. This perk sucks. That's all I hear. Okay? That's all I hear. Tell me why it's a meta perk. I pressed E. Tell me why the meta loadout is Dead Hard. Tell me why 322 people. That is almost twice Sprint Burst. That is almost twice the amount of Sprint Burst users, which is the second most used exhaustion perk. Almost twice as many people use Dead Hard, and they bitch about it. Tell me why you're running it. How about shut up and sit down, or use your damn perk, or don't. You're using an inconsistent perk and complaining about it? Inconsistent? Then why are you running it? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. They buffed Dead Hard? Tell me how you buffed Dead Hard. Tell me how you buffed Dead Hard. Do you mean they fixed it so people stop complaining about it? And then use it wrong. Yep. It's good in the hands of someone that knows how to use it. Fortunately, that's not your average player. Exactly. A lot of people have understood that Dead Hard is not a missed attack use. It is a distance use. It is to get another loop out of a situation. Because of how servers are, you can't really guesstimate a swing. And the second the killer knows you have it, they're going to wait for it now. So now you really can't use it against the killer. It is a distance perk. It is a distance perk. Distance perk. It's not a free hit. It is a distance perk. Let me say it one more time. Dead Hard is a distance perk. Distance. Free hit? Nope. No. Distance. Free distance perk. Distance. Distance. Can you say that? Distance? Okay. Distance? Okay, you got it? Do you understand? Okay, cool. I'm glad we're on the same page now. J-Rod, banned. Get him out. Get him out. get him out. Get him out. Distance! I gotta go. No! J-Rod, no! Jet. Oh man, not even a week into the job, Jet. Not even a week. Oh, God. I'm trying to be strong when I'm injured. Okay, so I'm sorry, back to your question. You want an injury build. Dead Hard, Resilience, Iron Will. Desperate measures? Desperate measures. Because the more people that are injured, the faster you can heal and unhook and whatnot. So desperate measures. Yeah? I'd say desperate measures. I don't see why not. Or adrenaline for endgame, because I end up in endgame a lot, and adrenaline really pays off for me. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Use it wrong and get killed by Liz. Exactly. Allows you to sprint without burning your exhaustion perk. True. Crazy and consistent for both killer and survivor. Also conditions you to act in a predictable manner. Go with sprint burst. Yeah, like you run into the killer to press E. Like, okay. Exactly, pair. Use it to get the next pallet. You can use it in any direction you want now, even around corners at a full 90 degree. What? Oh, I didn't hear that. It's a bug? I don't know about a bug. We'll have to see. A bug? I'm just sitting here like, yep, furiously nodding my head because I'm living. Oh, lordy. Did someone say no mither? No mither. I said no mither. Yeah, there you go. I would say desperate measures. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, we are so off track right now, but hey, this is knowledge time. This is knowledge time. It's gonna be fine. It's time for knowledge, all right? Next, we have... Okay, so, the meta loadout. Like I said, decisive, spine chill, dead hard, borrowed. Listen, it throws me when people don't run borrowed. Borrowed, I can literally not take out of my build. I used to take it out if I knew that, like, at least 2 other people have it. You can't have 1 person on the team have borrowed, because what happens when that 1 person gets hooked? No one's gonna borrow them, okay? You need at least 2 people on a team to have borrowed. If you're playing alone, if you're playing with friends, you can all run borrowed. Borrowed till the end, okay? You can all run borrowed. That's fine. 4 is great too. 4 is great because you never know in a situation. This, in a perfect scenario, that one of them is on the hook and the other one is not being chased, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. I think everybody should run borrowed. I 100% think borrowed is a staple perk everyone should have. However, I know not everybody runs it. That's fair, that's fine, that's dandy. Go have your best time. Also, like, kind of shook that adrenaline's not in the meta. Especially with endgame collapse. A little shook. A little shook that adrenaline is... Oh, no, no, no. You are not telling me that adrenaline is below self-care. No, you're not. Wait, adrenaline is not the sprint burst. Oh, sprint burst? Yeah, okay, sorry, I got lost. Are you kidding me? I'm done with this chart. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. This is just... Sprint burst is below self-care. Unbreakable is below self... This is disgusting. This is a truly disgusting perk. Where did you find this? This is awful. I hate this. I hate it. In an average match... That's true, Al. There are 1.34 borrowed times. You know what, guys? I want to see 2. I want to see a 2 here. There should be at least 2 borrowed times. 1.3 decisive strikes. I feel like it's more than that. 1.26 dead hards. Oh my god. Some of these perks require knowledge. Some of these perks require knowledge and practice and understanding of the game. You can't just throw on dead hard and be like, I know what the fuck I'm doing. No, you do not. You do not. Lord have mercy. Oh god, help me, help me. My perk is better. No. This isn't a list of best to worst. This is a list of I know what perks to run to This is a list of how used perks are. This is the top 80% perks used. This isn't knowledgeable people. You're not telling me I'm a dumbass for running fixated. You're telling me that there's a lot of dumbasses playing Dead by Daylight with self-care above adrenaline. That's what you're telling me. Oh no, chat. Free hit! Hides. 0.78% of players ran 2 or more exhaust. Okay, I'll get there. Believe me, I'll get there because I don't run dead hard because I eat myself in the tree. Exactly. Fixated nation. Exactly. Just because most people pick something doesn't mean it's the best. Exactly. Now. 1.19 spine chills. Fine. Like I said, back in the day, spine chill wasn't really needed. We have a lot of spooky killers now. I understand. It's fine. And it also increases working stuff better, healing, you know, vaults, things like that. Where's my buckle up fam? Rhymes. If you watch Otstarva, that man is starting a war on the Dead by Daylight devs. He is trying to get every survivor to run Buckle Up and every killer to run Zanshin tactics, or Zenshin, I don't know how you say it, because they are the most unused perks, and because there's nothing beneficial of them. And he wants everybody to run them so that they'll see everyone's running the perks and feel like they need a nerf. And I'm dead. I can't. He literally, like, plays Survivor and runs Buckle Up, and he's like, the Buckle Up value! The Buckle Up value! And I'm like, oh my god, Ots, like, I can't. Buckle Up, all Buckle Up does is changes the aura of a survivor the more they've healed off the ground. So, the more that they've healed, like, recovered off the ground, their color changes, like their aura changes color so that you know that they're almost ready to be picked up. Zanchin, I don't actually remember what it does. So there you go. Love me some odds. Yeah, he cracks me up. He's very educational as well. I love watching him. He mind reads survivors like the way that I mind read killers type of thing. Like, I mean, he plays survivor. He plays both sides. I don't play both sides. I play more like, I play mostly survivor. But he understands why people do things the way they do as well and stuff. So it's very interesting to watch him. He's very educational. I disagree. My loadout is the best. That's fair. You know what? Your opinion's your opinion. Balanced landing, gang. Yo, throwback, Roxanne. I don't know if you were back here in the day. Balanced landing used to have a passive that always recovered when you jumped off something. So everybody used to run, whether it was like life, it would be like life and balanced, because you would still get a passive effect off balanced. Even if you were exhausted, you would still get a passive of balanced. They had to nerf the passive off balanced because it was too good. Because it was a perk with a passive ability. So I still like it. It's the most fun. Balanced is pretty fun. I do that with sprint burst sometimes. I fall off a high area and then I sprint. But obviously I don't recover, so. Windows of opportunity, but for killers. There you go. Yikes. Yikes. Oh, boy. I've watched every one of his Trapper videos. Of course you have. That's... God damn it, Al. No more Trapper. What else is new with this PTB? Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I got sidetracked explaining perks. I got sidetracked because I'm talking about my girl Fixated and how this is the 80%, top 80% of perks used, which means Fixated is in the bottom 20% somewhere. How many people run Fixated in Dead by Daylight? Seems like people like it. Apparently not enough. Dead hard balance. Oh, dead hard balance. Oh, actually, wait, I like that. Okay, yeah, I have to get into the double exhaustion perk thing because I know somebody brought that up. That used to be so amazing. I know. I joined DVD back when it was early access, and I remember when Sabo permanently. Oh, and yeah. What a throwback, Rhymes. What a throwback. Windows could be a good perk, but they need to make it where you can see fake palettes. I don't know. That would kind of, you know, throw Freddy and Doctor in a loop there. I always thought balance got nerfed because of noob. That is exactly who I saw run it as well. I would watch some of his videos, and he always ran, like, life balanced. Yeah. Yeah. Like, deadass. I'm pretty sure it was him. I'm pretty sure him consistently running it, and then everybody would run it because of him, and then it got nerfed. Oh no. Stop playing, came back for Silent Hill after all those years. I was so overwhelmed. Yeah. Meta build with Urban, Self-Care, Plunder, Left Behind. J-Word? The golden times. I know, right? Okay, so back to this. Head on and Adrenaline. I mean, Adrenaline works, you know? So, don't at me. Self-Care, Sprinters, Balance, Dead Hard. Listen, and that's the thing, is you could definitely run Dead Hard with another perk in case you need it. And here's the thing, right? So we've got 322 using Dead Hard, 176 Sprint Burst, 106 on Life, 54 on Balance, 51 on Head On. In the average match, there are 2.77 exhaustion perks present, so you have almost 3 people every time, which I do still kind of find it interesting, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you should always run an exhaustion perk, like, why not? But, I don't know, some people don't. That's fair, you know. You had to unhook by standing in front of the person. Yep. Yep. Or Wraiths would just body block you and you couldn't save. Yep. 32% of players did not run an exhaustion perk. That seems like a lot of people that don't run exhaustion. I want 100% exhaustion time to match real life. No. No. So, 0.78% of players ran 2 or more exhaustion perks. So you had almost 1% of people. Which may not seem like a lot, but with how many people play this game, it's a fair amount. This number could be people not understanding how perks work. This number could be people running meme builds. This number could also be any of these, well, okay, Dead Hard works with life, balance, and head-on. It does not work with Sprint Burst. You should never be running these two perks. You literally cannot run these two perks together. Sprint Burst will always activate when you run, and you have to be running to use Dead Hard. So you should never be running these two together. Definitely meme builds and last-second picks that got cucked. Yep, exactly. Poor Steve needs perk love. Yeah, I'll get there. I'll get there. Adrenaline isn't... Yeah, Adrenaline is exhaustion, but I wouldn't say it's an exhaustion perk. It uses exhaustion, but it's only an endgame thing, so... My favorite build is Botany, Leader, Prove Thyself, Kindred. It's OP, don't come for me. I like it. I like it. I like it. But yeah, you should never be running Sprint Burst Dead Hard. That's literally impossible. It's a waste of a perk slot because Dead Hard will never get used. Because you have to be running, and if your exhaustion's up, you'll Sprint Burst. And if it's not up, you won't Sprint Burst no Dead Hard. So, that's definitely not it. That's definitely not the T. However, what do I need to drop here? Let's see. 3 Barbarians and 5 Orc Slayers. Barbarian it is. Barbarian. There we go. Okay. However, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. There we go. If you want to run life, if you want to run balanced, if you want to run head-on, life I'm a little on the fence about. I feel like there's a lot of vaulting moments. So, I know, I'm sorry I'm ranting so long. I'm trying to be informative, and I don't want to just be like, never mind, let me just play. Like, I know people might have a lot of questions or concerns, or I'm sorry if this is a long rant. I'm sorry. But I feel like this is important information, especially for new players, to kind of, like, explain everything out. It's great. Hell yeah. I'm glad then. I'm glad. They also changed open-handed. Yeah, I gotta get there. I have to get there for sure. I have to get there for sure. I won We're Gonna Live Forever for the blood points. The farming perk. I gotta go. I gotta go. Hi, Anonymous. How are you? Welcome in. Every time I run it, I get swamped. Yeah, life. Rants and info. All the baboos, me. Gotta learn. Yeah. I would recommend Dead Hard. If you want to run 2 exhaustion perks because you're, like, not sure about the situation or where you're gonna end up, Dead Hard will work. I would say mostly with balance and head-on. Because you never know when you're going to run into a rock. You never know if you'll have a moment for a locker. That's fine. Life? I don't know so much. You can, you know, either you can use Dead Hard instead of life, but I feel like you're vaulting a lot. So this is kind of iffy. This is a big no. This is iffy. This, with these two, with one of these, not all 3 of them. This with one of these, I mean, technically you could run all 3 if you really wanted, but, like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I won't do it. I could see it with balanced, and I could see it with head-on. I remember when I first started playing with Meows, I was like, she's running head-on and Dead Hard? That's weird. Like, I found it weird. I almost thought, like, isn't that a waste of a perk slot? But it makes sense, because sometimes she gets a head-on, and other times she can't sneak into the locker, and she gets the Dead Hard, right? Like, it makes sense. It makes sense. What's with the public test build in the Discord? Also, what have I missed? I'm new at DVD. So, every time Exhaustion spelled wrong. Exhaustion! Wow. Deadass didn't realize. Thanks, Inchi. Thank you. Exhaustion. I gotta go. Who made this? This isn't real. Who put this together? They can't even spell exhaustion. Now I'm looking at everything. I'm like, did they spell everything wrong? Is it all wrong? They spelled adrenaline right. I'm reading it all now. Hold on. I'm looking. I'm looking. I think they're safe. I think they're safe. Have a good night, Rogue. 4 exhaustion perks. Oh, God. So what they do, Anonymous, is when they have a new update, they don't immediately bring it to live. They put out a PTB. I don't know how long. It might be like a couple days or something. Honestly, I never really play PTBs, but I'm excited for all the changes, and there's new maps and stuff to look into. No worries, Jess. Have a good night. I hope I can help. Yeah, I hope I'm helping. Meows from the last night. Reputable. Reputable. I gotta go. I was literally heating up my food upstairs, and I have my headphones on. I could hear it, and I was, like, laughing at her. I was like, oh, no. There are quests in Streamreaders. Yes, there are quests in Streamreaders if you have not seen. I didn't catch it either. Angie caught it for us. So every time they have an update, they put it on PTB. You can opt into it. You go into your Steam settings. You right-click Dead by Daylight, go to Properties, opt into the beta. You can install the PTB. Try it out. Alright, Angie just called me out. Sorry. I gotta go. I've been added. This was great, but my true form has come out. I've been lying this whole time. It's too late. I feel attacked. I still have the clip in my paste. Well, there you go. Oh my god. Yeah, so every time they have an update, they put it on a PTB. Normally for like 2 weeks. And then we'll see it live. So you'll see the PTB for like a couple days. People will try it, try things out, play around with things. And then they kind of ask for feedback, if there was any bugs, things like that, to let them know. So that when it comes live, that hopefully a lot of those bugs are taken care of. However, I will say that I think this is the first time that they announced when it's coming to live servers. It's normally like assumed 2 weeks unless there's more to work on. It'll be 3. There's been a few times where they've made it been 3 weeks from the PTB to live. And I think this is the first time that they announced that it will be coming to live in 3 weeks. So if everything goes smoothly, if they have an issue, they might push it, but I've never seen longer than 3 weeks. So we will see. We will see. Seen a bit of the new maps, and the looks of them are a lot better. Curtis Pren looks great, almost looks smaller though. Yeah, we'll definitely have to look into everything. I have not played it yet. I got stuck on this whole thing because of Fixated. Fixated put me into an entire hour-long rant. So yeah, so all 3 of Steve's teachable perks are used by less than 1% of players. Steve. Poor Steve. If you don't know Steve's perks, this is camaraderie. Basically, I believe it's if the killer is near you and you're on struggle hook, it pauses the timer for, I don't remember how long, for a time, so you can have a little bit longer time on the hook. This is second win. You basically have to heal 30 seconds. Okay, I wasn't sure if it's 30 or 60. I was like, I know it's not 60. So for 30 seconds, your timer will be paused while the killer's near you. Hi, DJ. How are you? Welcome in. Fixated deserves a spotlight moment. It's totally okay. Thank you. Thank you. Gotta visit fancy new Maurice. Exactly. Nurse's map looks awesome. I'm excited. I'm excited. This will get paused, and then people have like more time to save you on struggle hook. Cool, great, whatever. This is second win. You have to literally heal someone an entire health state, and then when you get hooked, you have to run away from that hook and hopefully not go down in the 60 seconds that you've been unhooked so that you can heal. So if the killer just follows you and hits you back down, fuck your second win. Like, so you know that's not so great. I'm doing good, DJ Fu, thank you. And then this is Babysitter. When you unhook a survivor, I believe their aura's hidden from the killer. Or their scratch marks. They don't leave any scratch marks for 5 seconds, 3 seconds, something like that. They don't leave any scratch marks. And your aura is shown to the killer, so you see where the killer is. So you more so like, you're like, hey, go run away. I'll take care of this, you know? And they can like run off into the distance, not get seen, and the killer sees you unhooking and sees your aura, so that they will hopefully not tunnel. But, you know. So there you go. Exactly, Shelbs. Yep, that's the exact problem with second wind, right? So, and thank you for your Sandy Archer. So yeah, then we're into the top 80% perks. We've got Borrowed, Decisive, Dead Hard, Spine Chill, Iron Will. I want to know who started the wave of bring self-care back, because it was nerfed and nobody ran it. And now I'm seeing like every other person run it, and I'm just like, bruh. So whoever did that needs to stop. That's all I'm saying. Adrenaline, Sprint Burst, Unbreakable, Farm Forever, because they buffed it, so now it's not a farming perk, but guess what? It's still a farming perk, and I still hate it. I hate it so much. Kindred, I like this. I always recommend people when they're new and they're like, what perks should I run? I tell them Kindred, because so many times they tell me, I'm playing solo, and nobody saves me off the hook, and they all crouch in corners, and I die on my first hook. Run Kindred, make them feel bad, make them see you on the hook, and be like, oh my god, none of us are saving. Somebody should go save, and this will make them save. That's good. This is a good beginner perk. Good beginner perk. Life? Sure. Resilience? Yes. Urban? There's a time and place for Urban, and it's not halfway in this perk level, okay? That's not where it is. I think Urban needs to be here, and Desperate Measures needs to be here next to Resilience. That's all I'm saying. Urban, time and place. And there's not enough times and places for Urban to be this high on the board. That's all I'm saying. Inner strength, yes. Prove thyself, yes. We'll make it, yes. Quick and quiet, yes. I understand. Lithe, bond, or lithe, you know, head on, whatever you may run. Quick and quiet, sure, I understand. Bond, sure. Balanced, sure. Head on, sure. Empathy, sure. Botany, sure. Blunders, why not? Windows, sure. Desert Masters, sure. Alert. I have to keep reminding myself that, like, new people play this game. So I'm like, okay, so this probably new players running alert, right? Sure. Object, you're an asshole. Soul Guard, cool. Deliverance, I want to tell you, I think the only reason Deliverance is on here is because there's that freaking challenge to, like, Deliverance yourself off the hook. That's all I'm saying. So, I think the perks that should not be here are Self-Care. I think Self-Care should be gone. I think Farm Forever. I want to hate Farm Forever, but they did make it where you heal people off the ground faster when people are slugging. So you know what? I'll let it slide. I will let it slide right now. I will let it slide. Self-Care, get off my list. Urban, get off my list. Object, get off my list. Just go away. Rest of them, I'll see no problem with them. All right, sorry. I know this was a long-winded moment and we sidetracked. Whatever. That was my fixated rant, okay? I don't know how many people run fixated. Apparently not the top 80%. Apparently less than 20% people use fixated. And that hurts my soul. I don't know exact numbers. I would love to know exact numbers, but I don't. So, makes me sad. I think it's just the new players. Self-care sounds excellent on paper, but it wastes time. Those seconds can be spent on gens or important totems. Just bring a medkit or find another person. Yeah. I mean, I try to tell people. I tell people when they knew. I'm like, listen, don't run self-care. Run empathy. Run empathy, find somebody, and get healed with somebody. Do not run self-care. We also got to keep in mind people will not own DLCs, which is why Urban's so high up there. True. That's true. You're right. The reason why self-care, Iron Will, and Spine Chill are so high up. Ah, so they're hiding in a corner, not making sounds. Yep, that's true too. Sucks. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. That's the problem with some perks. They sound great in theory. Honestly, how often are you going to find them to be effective? Yeah. What's wrong with Object? What's the point of it? I think the only good moment of Object is running against a Freddy. Because you can literally see Freddy no matter what because you're oblivious. And like Wraith, I guess? But like, why bully a Wraith? Wraith is, leave Wraith alone. Here's the thing, the only people that run Object, they're not doing it to run it with Soul Survivor and like hide from the killer and see the killer. They're running Object to teabag and be an asshole and point. I've played Killer, and the only times I run into people with Object are people that are looking for a chase. Like, they are looking to be a dick. So, I more so don't like the energy that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? What's self-care? Yeah, it's a healing one that you could get healed by a friend for 16 seconds, or you can heal yourself in a corner for twice the time when you could have worked 40% on a generator. You might as well work a gen, not heal. That's all I'm saying. I said, Mama's here, beach. Morla, how you feeling? That looks painful. Are you okay? How are you doing? How was the hospital? Rip people who want Adopt Lori. She has the toxic perks. Gonna get tunneled. Toxic. Okay, a perk is not toxic. It's the behavior that comes with it. That's all I'm saying. Most times people that run that perk are assholes. So it's got a bad rep. I can't feel pain in my leg at the moment. It's great. That's good. That is good then. I run Alert, Spine Chill, Bond, and an Exhaustion perk. I don't know if it's good. I mean, Alert helps you see the killer. Spine Chill tells you if the killer's coming. Bond lets you see your teammates. And have an Exhaustion perk. I don't see anything wrong with it, Neil. Do you, boo-boo? Justice for Wraith. Yes, there is Justice for Wraith, and I'm excited. We're going to play a Wraith game. I'm excited. Not all new players will heal you, though. I've had some randoms not healing, or I try to heal someone, they run away. It's like, let me heal you. I don't have the self-care option. I know. That is also true. I would say, honestly, bring like a Brawn medkit. A Brawn medkit is one heal. And the only time you should use it is when you know you're going to get the entire heal out of it. Like, when I find a Brawn medkit in a game, and I know people are like, ooh, Brawn medkit. I'm like, listen, that's a full heal. If you don't miss a skill check, it's a full heal. It's a full heal. It's a one-time full heal. But you have to use it the entire time the one time. Maybe twins. You wouldn't see Victor. At least you'd see Charlotte. True. Take a medkit. Yeah, bring a medkit every time then. And use it in those moments that people don't want to heal you. Like, use it as your backup, you know? Or just find a chest and grab a brown, you know? I dated, I know the radiologist. Oh, nice. That's a saying that needs to be saved. What? What did I say? I'm glad it went smoothly. Yeah. Iron Will, I feel like, is an underrated perk. I don't think it's underrated. It was very high on the list. It is not underrated. It's very rated. A lot of people run Iron Will. I think if you don't play Ace or Kate, I think if you play Jane or a Lodi, you need to run Iron Will, but, you know. If a killer sees... Oh, the toxic thing, yeah. If a killer sees you have object, you're dead. If they can catch you. Most people that run it... Well, okay, you got 50-50. You have the people that run it that play well, and you have the people that run it because they're an asshole and they don't play well, and then they die anyway, and I'm like, you're stupid, take it off. I'm not here to flop my flapping vagina all over the floor. Exactly. Iron Will is a must. Don't get me started on Iron Will. I do love Iron Will. I don't feel like I could take any of my perks off to put Iron Will on. If I took off Adrenaline, because here, listen, I'm not taking borrow time off. I am not taking borrow time. Not in these camping times. There's a lot of campers out there. Like, everybody's out camping these days because we can't go out into the world, so there's a lot of camping. I'm not taking borrowed time off. And the only thing I could take off is Adrenaline, because Fixated Sprint Burst is synergy for me. If I take off Fixated, I'm taking off Sprint Burst, and if I take off Sprint Burst, I'm taking off Fixated. So now I have 2 perk slots, and I'm like, well, where does the other thing go? Do I run Autodidact Empathy? I guess. But then, like, I don't know, do I have an Exhaustion perk? Like, God, I'm not running Dead Hard. I'm not running Dead Hard, and I'm not running Life, because Life screws me the moments I don't need it. Like, ooh, don't get me started. Don't get me started. I like to mind game myself, and Iron Will is a must for that. That's true. That's true. Alchemy Wow, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. We love a borrow time perk. Yes, we do. We love borrow time. We need borrow time out in the world. I went through a period where I ran Calm Spirit for a while. People be sleeping on Calm Spirit too. True. If you're on comms and you don't need that self-care, you can tell people to come heal you. That's true too. Or you could just run Empathy, find people. You could run Bond, find people. I love Iron Will. I think, but like, Ace has built-in Iron Will, and Kate is like the second quietest in my opinion, so I feel like I'm pretty safe on Kate. Calm Spirit Cult, I know. Hi Blake, how are you? Welcome in. I'm using Medal of Man now. Ash made it teachable. I have it on Kate now. My Kate has flip-flop Medal of Man. She has half Ash perks. It's working for me now. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. I will say though, I'm not super excited for Clown Edition. I get it, but it feels very underwhelming. I think we're going to see some people that can't play it right, and we're going to see some people that are fucking scary as Clown. That's what I think we're going to see. I think you need to see it play out rhymes. I think that's what we need to see. Yeah, I just don't have a spot for Iron Will. I could take off Adrenaline, but there's so many times I'm being chased endgame that the adrenaline pops, and I'm like, like it's a brush of, it's actual adrenaline to me. I'm like, like somebody just stabbed me in the leg. I was like, go! You know, I can't take it off. I know some people don't make it to endgame, or adrenaline just doesn't come through for them because they're not being chased. But y'all see me get chased every game, and it's always endgame that adrenaline pops for me. Like, it is such a staple. I need it. I need it, dude. I take that off, and like, I'm stuck. Yeah, we did get options today. We did get quality options, so I hope it works, Jet. I'm sorry. Clown is scary now, a proper clown. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think some people aren't going to understand, like, how to play the battles, and some people are, and it's going to be terrifying. It's going to be terrifying for sure. Now I'm done with my Fixated rant. So sorry. Fixated now works while injured. While injured! It's broken. It's broken, and I don't want to get too comfortable, because I feel like in 3 weeks they're going to take it away and be like, oh my god, Fixated's too broken, we can't do this. And I'll be like, that's okay, I still love her. I'm still going to use her. So I don't want to get too comfortable with my buff, because I don't know. I'm scared. I don't want somebody to... I'm scared. I'm so scared for my baby. I've been using her for 1.5 years, and if something happens to her, like, all they said was the word Fixated, and I was like, what are you doing to my perk? Like, and then I saw it got buffed, and I couldn't sleep. I was giddy. From Fixated. I was like, I was so excited. So, we will see. Need to see it executed. Mayhaps say Liz Clown. Oh, I can't play Clown properly. It would look bad if I tried. I'm gonna finish the weekly SR quest today. Yeah, right? I gotta place my, oh, I should have placed that one first, because the cooldowns. I have to place, like, 3 Orc Slayers. Adrenaline, borrow time, balance settings, bind chill, usually what I run. I'm more of a runner and position myself to loop the killer. There you go. I like it. That's good. Hell yeah. Yeah, I feel like I need Adrenaline and borrow time, and then I could interchange Fixated Sprint Burst, but like I said, like, if I'm not running Fixated, I'm not running Sprint Burst, and if I'm not running Sprint Burst, I'm not running Fixated. Like, I will not run them separately. I will not run Fixated just to have a 20% speed boost, just to have it. I will run it to reclaim my sprint burst, you know, so. This is terrifying. This is terrifying. Iron Maiden is going to last 30 seconds. I feel, hello Comet, how are you doing today? I feel like Iron Maiden was already a very used perk, especially on Huntress, because she needs to refill her hatchets. I feel like so many people run this already, and I think it was like, what, a 10-second thing? I think it was like a 10-second. 30 seconds? 30 seconds? Dude, the people running head-on, I think head-on's gonna drop. Head-on is gonna, people are not, Meows is gonna die. Like, poor freaking Meows. Meows is screwed. That's all I'm gonna say. She's screwed. Everyone's screwed. Everyone who runs head-on, everyone who runs inner strength, y'all are screwed. Y'all are screwed. I'm sorry, but, like, I am praying for you. That's all I can say about that. That is scary. Oh, lordy. 150? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I get different ones. Marcel looked at his, too. Marcel had different captain ones than me, and he had different viewer ones than me, so. I use Kindred. My solo teammates can see each other's auras while I get second stage. Oh, they don't save you? They should. They should save you. You're doing good? Hell yeah, I'm glad to hear. I fear no Iron Maiden. Bless your heart, sir. Bless your heart. Iron buff equals nerf to head on. Yep. Yep. And inner strength. And inner strength. Hate to see it. No more hidden lockers. Second wind. Okay, so second wind is the perk we were just talking about. That is Steve's perk. Duration's now 20 seconds. So now, instead of waiting a whole minute on its best on tier 3, it'll be 20 seconds. So we might see more second wins, and honestly good. I would like to see more second win. It takes a bit to get it to work. It is a bit RNG of, like, you have to heal somebody to a full health state. It's not like you've healed somebody a little bit. You have to full health state heal somebody, then be hooked, then be unhooked, and get away for 20 seconds. I think 20 seconds is better than a minute for sure. This will be good to see. Maybe Calm Spirit? I mean, yo, quick and quiet, Calm Spirit, inner strength, head on. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. You won't scream when you come out the locker. Think about it. Think about, ow. Think about it. Think about it. Just think about it. Calm Spirit does not make you scream. If it's a doctor, that's shocking. If it's coming out of locker, if it's when you scream when you land on the floor, you don't scream. You don't scream. You don't scream. I'll show you. How do I? Uh-oh, I got rid of it. I got rid of it! Oh, wait. It was there. It was there. Go back. Okay, there. I'll show you later. I'll show you later. Infectious Fright? Exactly. Yeah, people be sleeping on Calm Spirit. I think they can still see your aura. I'll look. I'll check. I'll check. I'm almost done. I'm sorry. Pebble Diversion. So, we all know Diversion. You sit within the killer's terror radius, and you slowly get a, timer to get to the point where you can throw a pebble. It shows scratch marks. It makes the sound. It goes, and, like, shows scratch marks, and the killer's like, what's over there? And everyone's like laughing at the killer. Diversion. It now charges in 30 seconds. I don't know what the original time was. I don't know what the original time was. Ingie probably knows. It might have been like 60, 45? Was it 45? Might have been 45. Freddy Puddles? True. True. Last night, I had a level 4 and a level 14 lead beyond first hook with the clown. Went out the gate. Come 45 seconds? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Christina. One walked toward me, got scared because he threw a bottle. I can excuse the 14, not the 4. I know. It's... The thing these days is people that get to rank 1, they really shouldn't be at rank 1. I don't know how else to say it. There are people with a few hundred hours that get to rank 1, and then there's people with 4,000 plus hours like me at rank 1, and we're just like, what are you doing? And, like, they're still babies. They're still babies! Just rank means nothing these days. It really doesn't. Iron Maiden will be nice with Huntress and Doctors. I like using it with Doctor if they go into a locker when I use Static Blast. I don't know. True? True? True, true, true. I ran second win one time when we were doing Killer Friends. I was doing random builds and I liked it, so I'm excited about the buff. Oh, good! Yeah. It is a cool perk. It takes so long, and you have to hope that they don't tunnel you and chase you off the hook, and so on and so forth. You didn't have somebody farm you off the hook. Like, it's a lot of, like, random things going into it to get it to play, so. No scream, no reveal! Well, there you go. So then no aura. No aura. So, yeah. More pebbles. And now the distance thrown is 20 meters at all tiers. At all tiers. So we will see more pebbles, and I'm excited for it. Deep wound. Deep wound. What is the standing animation? What the fuck? Ew, my feet! My feet! My feet! What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, ew. I hate it. I hate it. It's so bad. Ew, what? I don't like it. Whoa, what? It went to the top right? My points go on the top right? What's happening? What's happening? The skill checks are like dark. Dark. Moira colored. Dust now purple and yellow. True, he's Moira. He's Moira. Can you play the DLC characters if you don't own on the PTB? No. The PTB is a copy-paste of what you own on live servers from a few days prior. Did they nerf Kate's boobs? Oh, definitely. Her boobs have been nerfed. Remember the pea gas makes you fat. The pea... Ew! Stop it! Stop it. Dude, look at this walk. Look at this 20% walk. I'm like trudging through fields right now. Look at me go. Look at me go. I'm trudging. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Moonwalk? I can't moonwalk. You know I don't know how to moon. Ew! What is this dirt? Wait, what's this?
Asian underscore Empire wants you to sound like you for 10 seconds.
Oh, I don't like the exhaustion bar. I don't like the red to orange. It's very hard to see when my exhaustion's almost up. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's really hard to see. I don't like it. I've accidentally told strangers in voice chat to come see me. It's like, I get called Moist Moira. Oh no. He's got new clown music? What is that? Whoa. What are you guys doing? Okay. Determined Karen going to your manager. True? Whoa! That was cool. That was cool. Look at this. Oh. Oh. Sprint crawl. I don't like this exhaustion thing. I really don't like the red to red. He threw a pebble! He threw a fucking pebble. I don't like the red glowing. The red glow. Oh, look at the fixated walk. The fixated walk. See you later. I'm injured, but I'm walking very fast. Don't worry about it. Somehow more wormy than before. I know, right? Oh my god. This is wild. This is wild. I don't like this, like, hunched over look. Like, this hunched over, like... What is this? I feel like she's gonna trip on her shoelace and fall over. What is this? Oh boy. The Jace Crow. You don't crawl faster, it's just the animation. The animations look different. Your spine looks fucked. Get a back brace, Kate. I was hoping more circusy music. I mean, it is more circusy a little bit. Clown was clowning around, probably checking it out. Yeah. Should have played that card while you were on the ground. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. That's Jace made that sound, and somebody said he sounded like a crow. So, that's the Jace Crow. I don't like when you sprint, it's like yellow and then the bar it's orange. And then it goes like, it's orange to red. I liked the red to like white or something. It was more distinctive. The red to orange is like harder to notice that my sprint burst is coming back up. The survivors have blinking eyes now. Okay, how do I see her eyes? Am I supposed to be able to see her eyes? I can't. She turns her head. I can't look at her head. Yeah, I don't like this, the red to orange. It's too unnoticeable. And then it almost goes to the point that it looks full, like a sloppy, right? Like the sloppy look. I don't like it. The gen up top, I think, is fine. I don't think there was anything there to really be obstructed. And putting it with endgame as well. Look at that totem. I think where the gen thing is fine. The points in the top right, I know that they were kind of getting in the way of if killers ran a lot of like slowdown perks and stuff. But I didn't even see the Thana or the Ruin thing. I didn't even see the Ruin pop up. I only saw the Thana pop up because she got hit. You know? Like the points in the top right is throwing me. I was looking at my game, I just tuned back in. Oh, no worries. No worries. Yeah, this is like a... Also, like, holding the button to pick the item up? Oh, I can't. Hello? Okay, that's a little jittery. That's a little jittery. Yeah, this is an overhaul of like how the game will look and feel. Playing handheld Switch. Oof, the tiny ass HUD. Yeah, this is 100%, by the way. I can't make the HUD any bigger. Feel sad for people who have to spend an entire day with a trip to the hospitals. It's so far away. Oh, Morla. At least it's over and done with, though. Is she picked up? How am I supposed to... Okay. The spectator bar is also at the top. Leave button, switch persons, etc. That threw me off at first. I'm not sure about it yet. I would love to hear what you think about it when we get to it. Oh, spectate, like when I'm dead. Okay, got you. Gotcha. I think they're trying to make room for the bottom for stuff by putting everything at the top. I don't mind the gen thing. I mean, there's nothing that goes up there except endgame collapse, and it ties in with endgame collapse, so I think that's fine. So I feel like they're trying to make room for the bottom, and I don't know why, but... She got healed and it looked like she got puked on. It was like green. Like a plague puked on her. That's what it looked like. They're gonna give us a hot bar? Maybe. When I'm there, others are from around the state. Little old me over there, river 10 minutes away. Oh, I see what you're saying. This like standstill is so funky. I wish it would keep the splatter effect or something. The red glow, I feel like, is just, it doesn't, I don't know. I know I'm repeating myself, but it doesn't really tell me, like, somebody's injured. It just looks funky. Like, when you had it before, you had, like, a person that was like, huh, hunched over, injured. Then you had, huh, I'm on the ground. Like that. Like, that one shows the on the ground state. See? That one shows I'm on the ground. The injured, it doesn't tell me that they're injured. They're just glowing red. I don't know. I don't like it. Fixated. Fixated. She saw me there. Whoops. Whoa, that was delayed. It didn't let me vault. Wow! Adrenaline! That vault was like hella delayed. The green blinking, that looks like she's puking. Like, that looks like she got puked on. Okay, and then it shows a borrowed bar. That's fine. Like, I feel like it sometimes tells you something and it sometimes doesn't. Ruin and die. If I open this and I tap it. Oh, I can tap switch. But to originally pick something up, let me see. Oh, now it works. What the hell? I don't know. That was weird. Made the killer DC. I feel bad it was a baby. I kept blowing my gen and walking away, hiding in bamboo next to it, but he never saw me. Dude, bamboo. People be sleeping on the bamboo. I like these rocks. I like these rocks. This is pretty. This is very pretty. The fire. I like the fire. God, there's fire everywhere. I can't tell where a totem is. I'm here for it. Like, part of me is like, I hate it because it's gonna be hard to see things. And then another part of me is like, where are the totems? She's gonna go for save. Here, take that. Take the med kit. Behind you. Literally behind you. No? Okay. I gave her a med kit to heal so I can go for save, but here we are. Down she goes. There you go. Enjoy. Are they just giving up now? What was the point of coming in this game to, like... I don't know, man. If you're not gonna play the PTB, don't come play the PTB. You know? Like, then just don't. But like, why come in here and like throw? Like, I'm trying to see the map. I'm trying to look around. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no, I'm looking. I'm looking. Oh, I can get my picture in here. Get my picture in here. Whoa. They showed you what it looks like when your teammate's dead? I guess so. She came to look. Nice. How did it go, Asian? It's my favorite part. It's pretty. It's pretty. I like it. I like the hay. I like the boxes. I'm here for it. It looks so small. The like little icon. And then to make it so big in the corner. Eh-heh. ISFJT? What does that mean? I forget what I am. See, the unhooking, like, I don't know, dude. I'm very confused. That's all I'll say. Oh, haunted. If you don't move, you're not real. Wow! Whoa! Careful, lady. It's a bit laggy. You better phase. Do it. Phase. 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 I want to fixated. See, I can barely tell. I can barely tell the haunted was almost over, you know what I'm saying? If you don't move, you're not real? Oh. These look the same, huh? Hi, gift giver. How are you? Welcome in. The way the locomotion is, like, you have to get into the rhythm of the locomotion, because once you're in the rhythm, it, like, moves smoothly. But once you break the rhythm, it gets choppy, right? You just have to get to the rhythm, see? If you go too fast, it doesn't pick. You go nice and slow. Fancy feet. You gotta have fancy feet. Exactly. Introverted, observant, feeling, and judging. Judging? You judging people? Judging? You a judge? Never, ever, ever, ever works for me. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I forgot where the gen thing was. I looked in the bottom left and I was like, oh wait, it's not there. It's up top. That's just me having to get used to it. She did see me. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Dude, fixated! Franklin's! Girl, you nasty. Got stuck on the rock. Got stuck on the rock. She said, ha! Oh? Relax. It's public test build. It's gonna be fine. I'm at a 4% anyway. Don't worry about it. Check it out. Check it out. Ready? Never mind. Not happening. Should I try to spectate again, Angie? You want me to try spectating again? See if it works? Should I see if it works? What do you think? Should I do it? Should I spectate? Dare me. Dare me to spectate right now. I'll do it. Oh. Oh. I don't like that it shoves the endgame collapse timer. I don't like that it shoves the top part down so far. Why is it so far here? Like, I get you want this. Why is this so far away? Like, slide this up. Why is it so, like, why is it into, like, the middle? When you lower the size? Oh, I can't do it in here, though. Well, obviously, if it's my end game, I don't have this whole bar. This goes up there if it's not your whole bar. But this is spectating. I feel like this needs to be, like, up against here. This is so far down. This is so far down. The perks look massive. I mean, I have the whole thing at 100, which I'm gonna keep it at, honestly, but the UI for spectating gets small in your settings, too. Yeah, I don't get why the bar is so far down. Well, no. If I'm not, this is a spectating bar, Al. If I'm alive, I don't see this. I see this at the top of my bar. This is me watching somebody. So then it pushes the rest of the stuff down. It's almost like you're taking a portion of your screen and saying this doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? It's only if you're spectating. It's only if you're spectating. Nurse got boobed hanging out. Whoa. Whoa. Nia! Oh, Nia! Oh my god. What I thought was crazy. Haunted, ruin, undying. Either you cleanse the ruin and it goes to the undying, or you cleanse the haunted and it goes to the undying. And you either get 2 haunteds or 2 ruins. That's crazy. That's a scary build. That is a scary build.